Good morning. It's Monday morning. Welcome to my channel. I just woke up and I had a dream, and I've been trying to be on top of it and just start recording these messages. Otherwise, I just sit on them, and that's no good. Anyways, let's get into it. So I had a dream, and it was regarding, well, it wasn't regarding this specific homeboy of mine, but I'm gonna not use his real name. I'm gonna use his nickname, because I think that the nickname, the only reason he was in my dream was because of the nickname, basically. I don't think it's about this person at all, but there's a message. And okay, so in my dream, in my dream, I was with my homeboy, we'll call him Wizard, and which makes me think of the Magician card in tarot, and that is somebody that has has everything within their tool belt to accomplish something, anything that they want to accomplish. They have a pentacle, they have a cup, they've got a wand, and a sword. I was like, what is it? And a sword. They have one of every of the four, and they're able to manifest and create anything. And I think that's the whole reason why Wizard. You know what I mean? The name looks like a magician, right? So in the dream, so I believe we were in Vegas, maybe. It was like a Vegas style. And I was mostly observing this person's connection with somebody else. And now in real life, this person's doing really good. Used to get in a lot of trouble back in the day. And is doing really good. So, but in my dream, the person was with a female. And let's take this as it resonates. This isn't specific to this individual. If you know this person or you are this person, doesn't necessarily. It's the analogy behind it. Okay, and so he was with this person, and you flipped the roles. You know what I mean? Could be a man, could be a woman. As it fits. I was observing this person's relationship with this female. Something about a white truck. They had a white truck too. And without recounting the entire dream, it was a sense of nothing this person did was good enough. The Wizard. It was like it didn't matter what tools they pulled out of their tool belt, everything that they were doing, how much changes that they were making. It was never good enough to their counterpart. But the person was manipulating a wounded inner child of the Wizard. And the Wizard was about gonna go back to hustling like the Wizard used to do back in the day, which I thought was real. In my dream, I'm like, this person's doing great as a business now. Why would they ever go back to fucking how they used to hustle back in the day? You know what I mean? That shit, and you put them in prison. Anyways, so I was observing this, and the female counterpart, or could be male, flip the roles, but was constantly just, I don't know, on this person. And I was observing this, and this person was struggling. It was like they were stuck in this cycle or whatever, and they felt like the only thing that they could do was go back to how maybe it was the female didn't like the growth of the Wizard or something like that, or that the Wizard was tapping into, that they are capable of many things, all the things, manifesting all the things, and the person's counterpart didn't like that, liked it better when they were low vibrational. New Life Church. Yeah. Maybe they wanted a new life. New life. You know? And the person, the counterpart or whatever was comfortable. I don't know. So basically, one thing that was really weird is we went into, we showed up. It was weird because I was there and I would talk to the wizard, but I was also, I just kind of like, I was just observing. Like, I was just along for the ride, basically. It was weird. It was almost like I was like I don't know how to explain it, honestly, because at some point, like, they had a child. The wizard had a child. It was like a boy and a girl. And the girl was like hugging the wizard, which was the dad. And the boy, I remember hugging the boy for like a super, super long time. And I had like never met the boy. And I thought it was strange, except for when I woke up. Like, I thought it was strange in the dream because I was conscious of, like, I've never met these people. It's kind of weird. But I was like, you know, obviously this little boy needs some love. And I just hugged the boy for a long time. And I was like, are you ready? And he was like, no, longer, you know. And so when I woke up, I was like, oh, there's something about the wounded inner child of the wizard. And I'm like, of the magician, we'll just say, of the magician, the person, you know, take it as it resonates, not like the specific homeboy of mine, but like, you know, I don't have to keep saying that, but, you know, people from home will be like, guess what, wizard? And it's not like that. It's the nickname has something to do with the dream. It's not the specific person. Anyways, yeah. And I was hugging the little boy, like the inner child of the wizard was like desperate for, like, needed love, needed reassurance, needed like some sort of inner child wound, needed like a mother's love type of thing. And I mean, like, even the wizard and the counterpart, that could be just like the divine masculine and feminine within oneself being a split. Like, this person wants to do this, and, you know, so take it as it resonates. And the divine feminine within that person is like, wants to stay in the old life. I don't know, but I don't necessarily think that they were one person. Excuse me. I think there was two separate people. Like, there's a masculine that is capable, who is a magician. He or she has everything within their power in their tool belt to accomplish whatever they want. Whoever their counterpart is keeping, like, is wounding or is playing on woundings of this masculine's inner child. Yeah, that's the consensus. And I remember, like, I just kind of observed the whole time. And at some point, the masculine, like, we showed up in this casino, Vegas kind of thing or whatever. And the masculine took off because he was going to go do a business transaction of the old style kind. And I was like, motherfuckers, you know, like... And then, like, disappeared, like, amongst all these people. And then I remember coming around a corner, and I seen... Okay, so, like, and this was really trippy because I came around the corner, and I opened up to this room, and in my dream, I remember thinking I had a dream about me dreaming about me entering this room, and I didn't remember... Like, in this dream that I had last night, I remembered... the dream that I had of that dream that was in that dream. It was fucking weird. I don't know if that makes sense. And then I showed up at some table, and somebody brought... There's a guy, he had a fucking tray. Like, I used to be a food runner, right? And I used to carry like 30-pound trays above my head. This tray was like a 50-pound fucking tray. Like, ridiculously too big for somebody to carry through... Like, I used to be a food runner in Vegas. This is why, like, it's wild. The tray was just, like, ridiculously big. It could never fit in the back of a fucking kitchen in a restaurant. And so there's something to do with their plate being overfilled, and everybody that was at the table weren't who they say they were. Because I showed up and I was saying something, and at some point I was like, you're not, like, masks started falling off, and I was like, you're not who you claim to be. Like, they chameleoned, they shape shifted into like complete strangers, and I was like, oh, I'm fucking out of here. And then at some point it was like the masculine, like, and even the female was there, and I still don't know what the masculine was or whatever. And then at some point we were back somewhere else, like at a room, and the female was there, and the two younger kids were there, but I think those were just inner aspects of these people. And to a degree, I don't know. My dreams are wild. It's like they're all over the place, so I don't know. Trying to make sense of them sometimes is trippy. But yeah, so then I was just like sitting there, and it got to a point where like the masculine was just like kind of gave up, and I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like, you got everything within your fucking power, under, in your tool belt to manifest whatever you want, and you're letting this person, or your counterpart, abuse you and re-trigger your inner child into doing things that you've already outgrown and moved past to appease this person, like you've given up your fight. And this person kept like stealing, and that could have been like either like in real life, but stealing like stealing their blessings, stealing their opportunities or something like that. Yeah. And I don't know, at some point I got up and I grabbed the female by the fucking throat and threw her out. Like, interesting, it just came to me because the divine, okay, so like when I said the children were two aspects of the man, I gave the little boy a hug, right? And I remember me saying that the little girl was hugging the dad, the masculine. And there was a sense at that point, like, I sensed, like, the little girl didn't want anything to do with, like, me or something. I don't know. So, but when I threw the female out, oh, maybe it's, rejecting the divine feminine within oneself. Which is like the caretaker, the mother. So it could be like a mother figure. It could be like literally a mother figure. That's like a mother figure that's playing on, or vice versa. It could be like, you know what I mean? Just fit the roles of it. That's playing on this masculine's, the wizard, the magician's childhood wounds, and keeping them in this like protective father state instead of like the divine, like tapping into the divine female, like within oneself. Doesn't mean like the feminine, not a female, but like divine feminine within oneself. Everybody has both. And that's how they call things in. That's how they manifest. And if you reject the divine, like feminine within oneself, you're stuck. You're not tapped into the ethers or God, the celestials. You don't know how to manifest and call in your manifestations. That is right brain activity, higher consciousness. And the left brain is the masculine that roots it into this 3D world. And it's like some sort of dynamic of, I don't want to say, I don't get the sense that it was actual witchcraft, but I think it is definitely narcissism and manipulation. And it's either like parents to child or within a relationship. Somebody recognizes somebody's inner child wounds and then plays on them to manipulate them into feeling not worthy, not enough. But what I was going to say about the little girl didn't like me, and it was almost like didn't like me. Like if I was like, because I was hugging a little boy, like I was I needed, like the little boy needed love, and that was okay, but it was like the little girl needed love. But could only get it from the dad. Something about mother's love. Something about, okay, so like, if it is a man, they have a hard time, they don't understand, or, you know, like, through unfortunate circumstances, their idea of what true, like, a mother's love to a child, or a female's love looks like a healthy form of female's love. So, at the end of the dream, when I got up, and it was like not me, but it was almost like the masculine wasn't afraid to tap into the divine female within himself and threw out, like grabbed that, like the counterpart or mother figure, you know, by the neck and threw her out. I got the sense of like, don't be ashamed for having to protect yourself from people who seemingly should have your back. They carry a title possibly in your life, but behind the scenes and covertly, I was going to say covertly are trying to manipulate you or convert you. Yeah, something with convert. Something about a white truck. Apple pie. That just came to me. My dog just made a very low. He's dreaming right now. Somebody might be getting attacked in their dreams. Like if you're having bad nightmares and stuff like that, I would suggest, because listen, there's some people, like, you would never, people know magic. People do magic all the time. There's people that fucking fuck with magic and attack people all the time that you would never even believe. You know what I mean? Oh, these Christians now. No, these people do the most magic, and it's usually very nefarious and selfish. So if you're having nightmares and can't get a good sleep, feel like you're being attacked or whatever, and just chop it up to a dream, you probably are being attacked in your dreams. I would suggest just saying a simple affirmation, prayer, voicing, I'm going to sleep right now. Seal my energetic body while I'm sleeping. May no outside forces other than my, highest, angels and ancestors for my highest timeline and resonance can come through and convey messages to me. Put a shield around me of fire and divine electric light, protecting me from any outside negative forces or energies trying to drain me or connect to me and my energy while I'm sleeping, on this realm or any other realm. That's what I have to do. Because I have been attacked more times than I'd like to admit in my dreams. It's draining. But, you know, people use prayer all the time and to impede on people's will, their free will, which is a form of black magic. So you gotta be, you know, and they say, oh, I'm praying for you. You're praying for me? What was your prayer? And it's usually something selfish, like, I pray that you stop doing this. Okay, so you are praying to impede on my free will. That's black magic. So you gotta protect yourself all the time. Anyways, I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Maybe that'll help somebody going through something. But yeah, so protect your peace. Don't be afraid to cut people off. Know you're the shit. And you can manifest anything that you want. And then if anybody doesn't agree with you or they want you to like, oh, why would you do things the legit way? Money comes so much easier when we hustle for it. And no. Let's not do all that. You know what I mean? Focus what you want. You can manifest whatever you want. As long as your heart and your mind are in alignment, you create your reality. Don't let anybody put any type of thought or doubt into your mind when you are dead set on something that you want. You know? Because whatever you focus your attention on solidifies into truth, whether it is true or not. If you focus on something that is not true or not valid, or you just don't align, and somebody just constantly telling you doubt, then you put all your energy into it, thinking about it, it will still solidify into truth because you're manifesting it. So, you know, watch who you converse with, who you gossip with. Don't gossip. It's like the lowest form of intelligence. You know, it's black magic, actually. Gossiping is black magic, because now you're just talking shit over somebody else's life for no other reason, just to see them suffer, and you are trying to manifest that into their life as well. It's straight piece of shit moves. But yeah, so remember, you're the shit, and you can make anything happen. If people don't agree, stop telling people your dreams. Just move silently. Most people that are comfortable in the shit, comfortable in the complacency, comfortable in the minimal, will bring you down and, you know, throw shade on your dreams, throw shade on your ability to achieve anything that you want, even hate on you for even wanting more. Those aren't your people. So sometimes you gotta move quiet. Know that you can achieve everything that you want, that you have every tool within your tool belt or box to create whatever you want. You allow people to silently steal the dreams from you. Don't allow that. Grind for the divine and everything will be fine. You know? And that's just living your authentic self. Learning who you are, your true nature of your soul and your consciousness, your conscious soul, and living your truth. That's your purpose. We all think we know what that is, but let me tell you, it is a process of breaking down barriers, indoctrinated ideas and concepts about what we are as a man, as a woman, as a dad, as a mom, as a wife, as a boyfriend, as a this, that, you know. But here's the thing. If your whole purpose is just to know who you are, conscious, your conscious soul, and what you do in this life are just manifestations or expressions of the true nature of your soul, your conscious soul, then kind of makes you wonder, like, don't you want to be doing something that inspires, that brings you joy and happiness, if your you're not your job, but your job is an expression of the true nature of your soul. You are not the group or the gang or the whatever, fill in the blank. But that's an expression of your soul. Like, you're not a millionaire. Or like, you know, like the you know, the piece of shit fucking baby eaters. That's not who they are, but it's an expression of their soul. True nature of their soul. So what you do, it's like who you know, what is it? You are what you eat. You are what you do. 2552. One more timer. You are what you do, or the expression of your true nature. So rethink. Think about, how do you want to express yourself in this world, and what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Do you want to like be remembered? Will you be remembered? Will you, like, is that even important? If you had to choose, you can be remembered, but you see the world with nothing but darkness, or you will not be remembered, but you can leave love and positive energy, healing behind. Don't you want to do that? I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it. I went sideways Sally on that shit. Sideways summer. Anyways, y'all have a good day. It's Monday. Woo woo. Beginning of July. I don't know. July 12th, I think it is. I don't know. Time. I have no concept of time. Time is an illusion. Yeah, but okay. Y'all take it easy. Keep grinding for the mind. This is my power stance. What? Yeah. Bye.